Welcome back to I Studio. Today's project is rust. We're going to make a rust patina. Why would we want to make rust? Well, it puts a beautiful patina of a brownish orange on your paintings. And it's a color that you really can't get in any other way. And what's interesting about the rust is it's unpredictable. It goes on in a manner that you can't control, with results that are often far more exciting than something you could plan yourself. So I use it all the time. I love it, and give you a little sample of what rust does. You just brush it on, oxidize it with hydrogen peroxide, and it is absolute magic. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Now once you get it on, it's very thin, so you have the option of lifting it to get some runs. You can manipulate it in some different ways. You can see here it's starting to kind of feather out where the hydrogen peroxide is drawing the rust up. So you get a beautiful, beautiful, unpredictable patina. Here it's thicker, it thins out on the edge. The edge will dry crisp. You'll get a beautiful crisp edge that you couldn't do with a paintbrush even if you tried. So anyway, I'm a real fan, and you'll see it in all of my work. So, must be very expensive. How do you get it? Well, it's simple. Ingredients that you get in your drugstore, your hardware store, and the grocery store. 1, 2, 3 ingredients. That's it. An empty container with a lid, and a spray bottle that you'll want to fill with the peroxide. So let's have a go. I like to use a container about this size. I would say that's about a half a gallon. I used to use much bigger gallon containers. The thing is, after several weeks, the rust starts to lose its potency, so it's not as bright, and I can use it quicker when I use about a half a gallon. The fresher the solution, the more orange the color will be. As the solution ages, you're going to get more browns. So depending on what you're looking for, I usually have several containers that are, different ages, that if I want brown, I can grab my older rust. If I want orange, I grab my newer rust. So just take the container. You're going to want to put in steel wool pads, and these come from the hardware store. These are without soap. Don't use steel wool with soap. These are a grade 000, but honestly, I don't feel that it matters. This has to do with how fine the steel wool is, and I've never discovered that there was a difference when I used finer or coarser steel wool. They're all great. So I would put about 4 or 5 in a container this size. And then I'm going to get my vinegar. Now, you'll notice this is a white vinegar. You find this in the grocery store. You find it in the cake section. You do not want to use cider vinegar, rice vinegar, or anything else, because they could ferment. And then you have a big bubbly mess, and nobody wants that. So go ahead and just fill your container with the vinegar. It's so easy. It's a science experiment. Put your lid on and forget about it for 2 or 3 days. After 2 or 3 days, that steel wool breaks down. You paint with it, and then you spray it with the hydrogen peroxide that you put in a spray bottle, and bam, you've got rust. So have fun with your rust. Be experimental with it. I've taught people how to use rust that have gone on to do amazing artwork with rust, far more creative than I'd ever dreamed of. So I always love to see what people come up with. Shoot me a picture. I'd love to see what you do. Also, if you like this demonstration and you'd like to see others like this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. I have a website, dianewilliamsart.net. Please visit that. And one more thing before we go. I wanted to say that when you put the rust down, it is not going to be stable at first. The rust is going to dry, but if you re-wet the area of the painting that the rust is in, it will reactivate. The way that you can prevent that is after it dries, go ahead and apply a spray fixative. That's going to fix the rust in place so that it's not going to continue to move when you reactivate it, okay? And if you don't mind it moving, a lot of times I won't spray it until far, far along in the process because I like what happens when it reactivates. Again, an unpredictable element in the painting. And for me, painting is a process of me working with the unknown, me working with a mysterious paint force that something happens, I couldn't predict it, and then it's my job to respond to the unknown. It's a dance. That's how the paintings happen. So feel free, have a fun dance with your muse, with your paint. Let me know what happens, and I will see you next time. Thank you.